Are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Austin Bats.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go now. 5, man. Hey, come on. Hey, let's go. Come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes it to Westbrook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here I come. Here I come.
Now Cunningham. The open man is Westbrook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Come on, set. Get the flag. Watch 55. I'm scared.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, I got you, punk. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Yeah. We don't want none.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Ready? You gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go.
And on
60
third down, a
out,
nickel formation here defensively.
got you, boy. Check General West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Westbrook. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham completes it to Aguilar. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cunningham looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a big play there. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this goal. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 76 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass. Kill, 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 kill.
Here's Cunningham. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Got a man, that's Quinn. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Aguilar has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Tony's right.
From the gun, Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here we go.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Let's go.
Cunningham.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. 56.
From the gun, Cunningham. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Redskins.
Okay, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Big grip.
From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Complete. Richardson has it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Sanders gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
What we got? Check 26, check. Showing it to Jet cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You got it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
I'm coming. Watch that. Hey, check 24.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cunningham. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
55. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Operating from the gun. Cunningham. It's caught by Aguilar. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Westbrook takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Cunningham to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Redskins' 39-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Yo! Deuce! Watch the twist! Watch the twist!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down.
Check the backer!
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert flare! Check 31!
On 4th down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Sanders, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come off the dog. Out. Tight dog. Check three. Check your hot read.
On second down, Westbrook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ready. Check 56. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. Come on. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
On 3rd and 2, Cunningham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitor.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the home team here, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0.